school reunion is this year, and I didn't know if there was something kids would want to do. I'm not really familiar with it. I mean, I've heard about it. Okay, so good. I just didn't know. Well, your name's not on there.
Really? No, it's on there.
Food vendor or something.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I guess it's
Sell something.
what I mean.
The food vendor thing is pretty well handled.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that. Laura would probably be the one to talk to, because Laura's kind of been
Okay.
she's pretty much a chairperson, I suppose, with anybody on that. But Jeannie Green's doing the food vendor side of it. The letters went out, and I think they've got a pretty good response. I'm trying to coordinate some different people can sell different things.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you could share in the work. Maybe and get a percentage of something, or help like.
How many people do come? I don't.
Well, they're going to guesstimate, I suppose, like 2,000 to 3,000 maybe.
Oh. I see. I didn't know.
Postcards you guys made up to
Yes.
send out. That's nice.
Postcards went out already. It's July 3rd. There'll be a...
Well, the thing that the staff, Amy and I and Jane were talking, maybe like a slushies or something like a fruity, but we didn't know if that would be something, or if the food thing is taken care of. I don't know. We were like,
Well, like what if you provided workers for something they're already doing in turn for sharing some of the proceeds? Because I know we've done that before. Like with the men's club, we all went together and made the sandwiches, and 3 different groups shared the proceeds. I don't know. It's just if it's all sewn up.
Who would be doing the working of this? Do you think it would be parents? It would be
I try to get parents, probably staff.
staff?
We didn't know. We did. I got it and I said, "What do you guys know about this?" Because I just.
Might be tough to find people on that weekend.
Anybody doing a breakfast?
On the 4th, the country club does.
Because we've talked about that before. We did watermelon slices. You know, we even thought about slicing some watermelon in half. I mean, that was simple enough. You know, a couple people could do it, but
We'd have it at the parade.
when we had it at the parade, but have it at this. Isn't there like a? It's kind of like a. From what Jane thought it was, like I could be wrong. Is it like a state fair, and there's like booths around, people can go buy their food, or
well,
is it
it
served?
probably won't be booze per se, but I mean
Like
there'll be people
tables.
set up with tents outside. The Kiwanis stand's going to be used. They're going to use 2 buildings. They'll use the 4-H building and that open class building. And actually the Chautauqua building will be used for a meal earlier that evening too. So really there's 3 buildings that are kind of part of it.
I don't know why you couldn't do watermelon slices at the parade, though. There'll be a lot of people there.
We did that and it
Didn't go over?
very well.
Well, it's cold.
Yeah, it was probably the most coldest 4th of July.
Yeah, it was very
It was too.
But we
It's
did.
hard to get the people and the watermelon together because they're parked. You know, they're sitting still, and you don't have much time.
So we didn't know if we set up a tent. I mean, had a table, put there walking back.
I mean, actually, it might be better to do something like during the car show. You
Oh,
have people walking
yeah.
around down there. That's an all day, you know,
Okay.
10 to 2.
Yeah, maybe you could do it like for a couple hours.
Because then you could set up a tent and you got all the people walking around down there. I don't know what other food they're offering, but usually they have something, but that might make more sense.
Laura could tell you if there's any food at the car show.
Yeah, she could.
I'll contact her. and
Shannon
see.
Stone runs that car show.
Yeah.
Maybe you talk to Shannon Stone.
Okay.
Yeah, Shannon. Whatever you talk to Laura about, we can probably run through Shannon.
Okay. But as far as this,
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean,
Okay. Talk
the
to
food side, I'm afraid, is pretty well
Okay.
probably handled.
Okay.
I think the trouble's going to be getting the workers because you're on a Saturday night of the 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to be busy doing other stuff. I won't be able to.
Yeah. Okay.
Just afraid it might be tough.
I just didn't want you, the board, not aware that we received a letter, or we were trying to just, Amy, Jean, and I were just talking about things.
That is one of those vendor letters.
Yes.
Well, I would think maybe you could talk about the car show.
Yeah. Or
Because
talk,
if you-
or talk to Laura about
I will.
both, actually, because she'll
Okay.
know what food vendors are gonna be at the reunion. I mean,
And don't be
she'll
afraid
more-
to say, if we provided some workers, could we have a little bit of the cake? But we all need to work together because that's gonna be hard to find enough people to run all this.
Okay.
Because most of them wanna go to it.
Okay. And I bought it, you know, but
Why don't they do what they do best? Why don't you offer kid care for people? I mean,
kinda thinking about
there's
that.
a lot of
There'd be a lot of
people that,
kids
haven't,
Well, that's.
yeah.
that's a great idea.
Did they have, in the past, did they have a lot of kids come?
Sure, families bring their kids, and then the young adults want to go
What
out
about
to all
kid
the,
games?
and the old adults want to
Just
go.
having the kids there and
Just
And they were in the school, so I think you might get some takers on kid care.
I will, that's a great idea. The,
Grandpa and Grandma
Oh,
want to
for an
go,
hour.
and Mom and Dad
For a
want to
couple
go,
hours.
and the grandkids want to go, and then they got the little kids, and where do you go with them?
sure. Awesome. Great idea. What an easy one.
Storming savers. I'm thinking